I'm Chantanell Carmichael Breyer, host of the MotivateHer podcast and owner of Motivational Journal Living. Remember to subscribe and invite 3 friends and tell them to invite 3 friends and then tell them to invite 3 friends. You can find me on Instagram at Motivational Journal Living, Facebook Motivational Journal Living, and webpage www.motivationaljl.com. Okay, now I'm introducing you all to the podcast topic of the day is girlfriends and sister friends. I have been blessed beyond measure over my life to have had some great girlfriends and sister friends. And I'm going to introduce you to a few of them in a few minutes. But here's what I want to say. My shirt talks about great women in the Bible. I think friendship is essential. For me, it's been very essential. It has been, and I'm the person who balances where people say, my husband is my best friend. He is my friend. But I got some good friends. I got some good friends that transcends just being girlfriends. They become sisters. They are the village. And for me, again, without having them in my life, I'm not really sure how balanced I would be. And having girlfriends that, one, tell you the truth. I always tell the story. When we see people and they got on a bad outfit, she ain't got no friends. Because your friends should tell you, girl, that don't work. That color is not for you. That outfit is too tight. You need some better panties on. You need some lotion. All of those types of things. And so for me, I could not host a podcast without having some of my good girlfriends with me. And I don't want to say base, but if I had to put friends and how I met them, there are friends that I have from high school, I have friends before. Shout out to Bridget, who is my very first friend, my longest, oldest, and dearest friend in California. And that's a friendship that's totally different, and I can't wait to have a conversation with her. But today, I have friends who I have met in college. I want to send a great shout out to Morris Brown College by way of Clark Atlanta University and introduce you to my tribe, and what movie is that? Girlfriends, where they out in the street and then they have to dip into the club and they say, I done found my tribe. This is my tribe. These ladies know where the bodies are buried. They know where the truth is. And we have cried together, we definitely laughed together, we have shot together, we have traveled together, we have been in each other's weddings, we have been in the rooms when babies come into the world, we have babysat each other's children. I babysat all of their children, I don't have children, I didn't babysit a dog, y'all. So listen, it is really, really a good thing, and so I could not imagine not having these ladies with me. So I want to introduce to you Lori Jones. Lori was my very first roommate in college and is still my roommate today. I am the godmother of both of her boys, and we have been through a whole lot. This is Vaughn, and I met Vaughn through Shauna because they are from the same hometown. Vaughn went to Clark. And Vaughn, over time, became a really essential part of this nucleus of friends. And so, love Vaughn, gotta have Vaughn. Vaun has 2 beautiful children, girls, and I got to keep her dog, Bailey, recently, to get my husband into that dog mode. And then there is Shauna Brown. Shauna Morris Brown. And I think that's one thing, we've all been roommates at one point in time after college. And I'm going to tell you a story about Shauna after we get started. But Shauna is that friend that, one, tells you the truth. And Shauna is that friend who I say is what you talk about being able to see things manifest. That's Shauna. And so I'll tell Shauna that story about Shauna. I have a story about all of them. So ladies, welcome to the MotivateHer podcast. Thank you for making time for me in this goal and vision that I have. So the first question, and we all gonna talk, Vaughn, we're going to talk. How do you prioritize friendship and sisterhood with work and husbands and life? How do you prioritize it? Whoever wants to answer first.
Well, to me, sisterhood is a little different from friendship. I think like friendship sometimes tend to have tallies, you know, like you did this for me, I'm going to do this for you. But a sisterhood, you're always available. You will always make yourself available because it's a mutual respect. You know, you always want to be there. So it's funny that you said prioritizing because now in my marriage, when I say I'm going out with the girls, my husband already knows, that's Shauna, Vaughn, and Chantanell. He already knows he needs to make himself some dinner because I'm going to be out for a little while. So I just think, but over time, I just think that, like you said, I think friendships and sisterhood is essential for life. And I look forward to all of our get-togethers because it allows me an opportunity to just unwind. And I think that's what's different from a friendship and a sisterhood. I can be myself. I can be my genuine self with you guys. So like if we go somewhere and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm a little dry, I don't have any money, I'll catch you, I'll cover you. And I think that's what I really love about us. And I think that what embodies who we are and how we show up for each other. So prioritizing is easy. When you guys call, I'm there. One call, that's all.
I agree with Lori. Just say the date and time. We there. Because like your husband, my husband knows too that if I'm going out, he like ask me because you know I get your groups. But he already knows. Chantanell, Lori, Vaughn, we're going out. But also what I've learned as we've gotten older, when we were younger, we used to be like, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my friend. Like, everybody was my friend. But as we got older, I've noticed that some of those so-called friendships had an expiration date.
Right.
We don't talk about that.
Had an expiration date. So as a 45-year-old, like, okay, maybe that was an associate back then, but I was just calling him a friend. But yeah, it's easy to prioritize times with the girls. Like my husband and I, we both know each year he goes somewhere with the guys, I go somewhere with my girls. Like that's in our yearly budget because that's important.
That's important.
Yeah.
What about you, Mom?
I agree with the other two ladies. Friends, I'm kind of gonna put you in a bucket, but my sisters, I don't have to worry about if I call you. But I mean, I ain't call you for 2 weeks, but if I call you back, we're gonna pick right back up like we miss a beat. So I don't have any issues with, you know, prioritizing friendships or sisters. I know the separation, and I think for me, if it's a friend, I'm gonna be like, yeah, my friend. But if I'm saying like Lord, I call my sisters by name.
Yeah.
Shauna, Lord, like you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Friends, you can be, oh, my work friend, or this
That's
where
right.
I'm at for the cheer mom. That's kind of how I separate mine.
And it's, to say something else, it's funny because I find myself now that I'm older, I will say friend, and then I think about, oh, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'll change it because I think a friendship and a sister is a very prestigious title that you give someone because they've earned that. And I don't just call any and everybody my friend anymore. Like Shauna said in the beginning, like, oh, that's my friend. But then I'm like, oh, that's my girlfriend.
Co-worker.
That's my co-worker.
Oh, he's a cheer mom.
Yeah, right. She supports my husband. Double attitude.
Okay, so we've all been friends for long time.
97.
25 plus years. Have we we've all seen growth in each other, right? If there's a growth word, like say there's a time in your life that you really said, I've grown, but I needed my girlfriends there. Was there a time like that?
I think, because me and Vaughn are moms and we had our kids, Shauna, she's the nucleus of this system. Shauna introduced me to Vaughn. She was pregnant at the same time. She was like, oh yeah, I think you have this girlfriend, I think you should meet. And it was funny when you were talking about doing this podcast. I thought about that and I remember like the growth between me and Vaughn. I remember one day I was at the gas pump and I had no money to put gas in my car. And Vaughn said, Lori, I'll give you some money. Just use what you have in your account. I was like, no. And she's like, Lori, we are friends. We've been friends too long. You need to put that pride aside. You know, because a friend stands up for somebody. I'm not asking for anything back from you. And so it's funny because now we always talk about how we remember the days when we were trying to figure out how to put gas in our cars. And, you know, now we're in positions in our life where, you know, it's other things to worry then about that. So, I mean, I've definitely seen growth in the friendships, and you know what we call each other for has changed, and what we depend on each other for has changed. So
Yeah. For me, it was when I told you guys I was having weight loss surgery, and that was hard because there were some people who would be like, "Why?" You know,
cheerleader.
right? They would be like, "Why?" And I was like, And then I can remember calling Lori, and Lori was like, "You need this. You need this." And when I called you, the first thing you said was, "When do they?"
I know you.
You know, like, okay, so what you gonna do? You know, because Shauna is the friend that's gonna go through the whole process.
Shauna's the planner.
Yeah.
She needs to know what time, where, when, and when you give her all the information, just know that everything will be set and ready for you to go.
And she gonna check on you and
Yes.
make all of that. But she was like, Chantanell, don't think about what other people say. Because this is for you. The word you use that I love, but this is for you. And Mom was like, well, you know you're not going to be able to eat more like that. But that was the moment where I felt like you guys were seeing me. You weren't seeing Chantanell from college. You weren't seeing Chantanell. You were seeing me at where I was and where I wanted to go. And that was very important for me. So what about you, Mom? Yeah, have you seen the maturity in our friendship?
Of
Or our
course.
sisterhood?
Yes, definitely. So if I started with Shauna, like, oh my God, you know, we middle school. So you're seeing yourself as you enter into womanhood, motherhood, or college motherhood, so becoming a wife. I've seen so much growth. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to approach it with grace, this situation with grace, because I know, like, sometimes I'm going to go back to when you were like, was it last year maybe? Your birthday. Shauna, was that the year you
I'm
was
sick, yeah, last year.
So I actually text her like first thing that morning, happy birthday, girl. After she got well, she was like, I got a text, she was like, hey, I'm like, hey, you good? I'm like, yeah. Did you tell me happy birthday? And I was like,
But I'm giving the same.
right, she was like, but I'm getting the same. And I was like, friend, I did, yes. I was sick. So I was like, was you gonna really cut me off? Like, if I forgot, no, you not, be like, so I was like, that was growth, because I know my friend will cut you off.
For the folks at home, that's Virgo energy. Virgo's here. You know, we don't play about the birthday.
And then, like I said, with Lori, oh my gosh, we've grown as mothers, friends, all that. So we see growth in each other, even when we're giving advice about our kids. And I'll be like, your kids, they do this. Like, you gotta think back when you were a child too, or something. So we talk about that, and I see our growth as parents. And then with Chantanell, oh my gosh, you're like my girl warrior over there. And I see that growth, because you'll tell me like it is, but you also follow it back up with the word. And like you said, our relationship had to grow for that, because before I feel like it was not really surface, but you know, you meet people through somebody else, so you know, it's like, oh, that's Shauna's friend.
Yeah.
And then I was able to move that Shauna's friend to, oh, my friend, Shauna's friend.
Yeah. What about you, Neil?
Definitely seen growth in all of us. I mean, I don't think you was, but y'all two seen me at my lowest. Like, I called you with the newborn baby. It's like, hey girl, I cannot afford this apartment and I'm not going home. And she was moving with me, my extra bedroom wide open. So me and my baby packed up and went to your house, and you went from not having nobody to your girlfriend and the baby crying around with bottles and stuff. So yeah, I've definitely seen growth in our friendship along the way. From when we were in college, y'all on the 3rd floor, I'm on the 9th floor. And then I'm walking, we walking. We wouldn't do that now. I talk about that all the time. Like, me and Vaughn used to walk halfway. She would go back to her dorm, I would go back to mine, and we felt safe. Now, child, we might be kidnapped or killed or something.
Right.
Or killed or something like
Because when
that.
you had a phone, you had to wait.
No, I
till-
had a phone.
A few times I walked there.
Yeah, so we definitely seen growth over the, what is it, 25 years?
Yeah.
About 25 years along the way. Like you said, weddings, baby. Your wedding. I met my husband. I met my husband the night, no, 2 nights before her wedding.
Really?
So the night that Brian and I were supposed to go out, I got sick. And so we couldn't go out. So the next day was Chantanell's wedding, but he still wanted to go out. So I was like, okay, how can I do both? So I was like, I'll just go to Chantanell's wedding for a little bit. He came and picked me up. He came to the reception. So the reception started, I left. And we went to Taboo. We went to Taboo for our first date. Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't tell me that till years later. That I was like, what? I left.
I remember that.
But here you go, she was like, she ain't even know.
So busy, like, in everybody's event, she had her wedding during Morris Brown homecoming.
And I did
So a lot of people
that.
were leaving.
So here's the thing. Let me tell you, so the wedding packed to capacity.
Yeah.
The reception looking kind of.
I remember that, but it was like he gradually kind of like.
No.
Demetria and it was
Yeah.
people were like,
It was Morris Brown was in full effect. When you look at the ceremony, it's packed.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder. When you look at the reception, it's
It
empty
was.
table. You know what I'm like, don't worry about it, because we ate that food.
because you had a breakfast bar,
I
right?
had breakfast for dinner. So, think about that. But so let's talk about transition. I'm gonna bring up something, y'all. We trying to hit on it. When we started in '97, it was a crew.
You got a book back.
Yeah. Now is thank you for being a friend. It's full. It's full. And so Shauna talked about it. It's different friendship groups, right? Now to me, this is the one. If something goes down, Lori, da-da-da-da-da. Like our husbands in out their world, we're looking for somebody 6'6" with a nice back.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know,
Wrong,
being
engineer,
you know, all that, no jets. This is our girl. You know what I'm saying? Dedicated, career woman, beautiful mom. This is her. So we will be taking applications because we will all be interviewing.
Right.
So, okay, ladies, Lori, Shauna, we get married and we have different friend groups, right? So you have your sorority friends, you have friends that you met at your a different job that are still very active in your friend. Same thing with me, church friends, different things. But this is the crew. This is who comes to your house. This is, we laughed at the end of a birthday party. We helped in getting it together. Because where are your shoes?
Why are you walking around?
Because I'm playing it out. But we started out with it was more of us.
Right.
As not even as college thinned out and as life thinned out. And even as recent, hey, this person was very prevalent and is no more.
Right.
How did you come to that realization that, like Lori would say, had that poster, the season is up? Is it hard? Was it hard to say that?
For me, I came to that with that relationship or whatever, because I feel like when we all hit important milestones in our life, like marriage or like recently I joined a sorority and it was like a big to-do, right? So if I'm trying to reach out to you and tell you about this big life moment and I leave a message and then you not calling back, now in this season, as you said, my season, that's letting you know that that's no longer. And it wasn't sad, I wasn't sad.
So what about you? Because you have friend groups. You do. You have friend groups.
You do.
think maybe when I hit 40, I learned very quickly that everything has a date and a time. And season, that's my favorite thing, is season. And I think when you understand that people serve a season in your life, you need to get what you need to get from that season, and then when that season is over, you have to move on. Now, there was a friendship that I had. There is nothing like grieving a friend. The grief of a friend is totally different. It's not like a boyfriend breakup, because it's like, you've done so much with them, but when you start analyzing and breaking down that friendship and seeing where it went wrong, then you realize that, like Shauna said, they might not have really been a friend in the beginning. And I feel that when you look at things like seasons, you understand, and I feel that, God covers me in my life. When God removes something or someone from me, now I don't question it anymore. I see it as, I got what I need to get, they got what they need to get, and it's time for me to move on. And I know that I'm moving on and up. And so when I move on and up, everybody's not gonna go up with you. And one thing that I take very seriously is friends and a sister, they're never jealous of you. And if you have anyone in your circle that can't praise you for your growth and can't pray you through your downtime, you don't need them. And I'm very selfish about my friendships. So if you can't pour into me and I can't pour into you, I'm okay with losing.
And it's always me.
Right.
I mean, I totally agree with that, but part of it, I know the situation I was speaking of, but sometimes I'm just like, what we were grieving, is it because it was mutual that you guys kind of just said no, or is it like you both went on with our lives and we just didn't speak anymore? Like, or do you think if you ran into this person in the street, you'd be like, hey, would you notice a difference with it or no?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I have a friend. When I was this situation happened in high school, so before all of us. And I'm gonna say the name after I tell the story. It was behind, I learned how to be a friend in this friendship. She had a guy, she introduced me to the guy's brother. The guy and the brother and I don't hit it off, but I'm running my mouth, right? Just talking. Just talking.
You that friend.
And you learn, that's my first friend. You know what I mean? Like my first boy that I'm liking after high school and all of this. Well, the brother started talking, and that brother told that friend, and that friend was like, "Oh no, yeah, like, oh no, you did that." And this was like, we went to winter formal together. It was a friend. I stayed over her house. She stayed over my house. It was a friend. And that, when you talk about grief, that hurt me. Because the dude left, because why? He was with his brother. And you talking about my girl. Nobody is together now. But through the grace of social media, Kenya came back into my life. And she said, girl, I don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that taught me, one, pillow talk and girlfriend talk is two separate things.
Agreed.
Two separate things. Now, if he hitting you, that's something totally different. If he's stealing from you when he on drugs, that's all bets are off. Because I got to protect you as my friend.
Absolutely.
But I learned how to keep things. I learned that you may tell me something, and if you say, Chantanell, don't say nothing, I can't say nothing. But I also know in time, it all comes out, right? And it all comes out in a way that's helpful, that the person benefits. Other friendships, my co-pastor said this to me before I got married. She said, all those people in your wedding, you probably will not be their friends. They probably will not be your friend after. 3 of 10, I am friends.
We did have a big
I had a huge wedding.
I was on a budget. I was like, right, let me think about that. We're done with my.
But I told you, remember what I told But remember I told you, I said if I had to do it all over again,
You would.
I wouldn't have done it like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it like that. But one of those friendships, it was very one-sided over time. Like, you got a husband, but I'm used to you coming to check on me, coming driving to see me, and all of this. And my husband's like, hey, where you going? And why they can't come over here? Or they were looking at him a little different, like comparing your husband to my husband, what he do versus what yours don't do. So that friendship, when it ended, I didn't necessarily agree that I asked why it couldn't grow, because I felt like it could have. Then the one that we all know, it shocked me.
Yeah, it wasn't a grievance for me.
It wasn't a grievance for me,
Yeah.
it was a shock for me. Because, when you look at, girlfriends and friends, when things happen, and I mean things happen, parents pass away, things happen, we all can't go, but we're gonna make sure you go.
Right.
I can't go, but we making sure you get there. Just different things, and to see the non-reciprocation.
Yeah. Me.
Right. It makes you say, but do we still pray for them? Absolutely. Do we still want God's best for them? Absolutely. Do we realize if I saw you on the street, hey girl, how you doing?
Absolutely.
But I don't trust you with my life.
Ain't coming. Because you want answers.
Right. It's one of those, what I can say about this group, if I text, and we text often, what's going on? If I text, the text comes back relatively quick.
It does.
Or we're honest enough to say, hey y'all, I'm going to do this. Or I'm not going to be in town. And that's us saying safety too, right?
Right.
I ain't heard from Vaughn. Vaughn got 2 kids and a dog. One ain't at home. We ain't heard from Vaughn. We didn't go see if Vaughn is okay.
Yeah, right.
Right? So you look at what we need from friendships now. And the demand or the need is different for me.
Yeah.
Like I need you guys to know I got dreams, I got goals, let's support them. When Shauna said, I'm creating the Brown experience, parties and all of that, what can we do to help you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lori wants to do the crafting and all of those things. What can we do to support you? With Vaughn and the finances getting ready for the next level, what can we do to support you? So how important is the support factor?
It's very important.
Very important.
Because you gotta think, your circle, like you said, supports you more than people that you don't. You expect your circle to support you more than the people that you don't know to support you. Whatever. So it's important.
And it's your safety net, because you don't want to go out and tell, girl, I'm trying to get out of debt. I don't want to tell this to any random person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get encouragement from your circle. And like me, I don't share a whole lot. Well, because I know if you're my coworker, I'm not sharing it with you. And so everybody has their place. So I feel like your support and your safety net is important. You need that.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna tell you the truth too? You're not gonna go if you're not answering questions. And
That's fine.
you won't
Telling
answer
me
no questions if you don't have the support.
we're working on finances, Mom, so that means you're not buying nothing.
We go through this. I will text her, so how is the no spending this month going? And she'll be like, well,
what happened was.
well, I ordered this. Or I'll do that with Shauna too. She'll be like, girl, I'm gonna order this. And I was like, what you order now? And she's like, I'm not gonna do it. And then I'll check, like, girl, what did you buy next? She's like, I ordered. I just bought one. So we'll do it. And I do that. We Lori does it.
Oh my goodness, we be doing that.
We be sending memes back and forth.
We got
like,
stories about we have some serious stories about that accountability. But no, I think support is vital for a friendship. And I'll go back to support is vital for a friendship or for a sisterhood. It's something you don't even have to say. If Shauna says we're having something, all she needs to do is drop the date. The next question is, what are we wearing? What's the dress code? Now for my friends, I might say, I might not be able to do it, but Shauna, I'm gonna clear my schedule. I'm gonna clear my schedule for everyone sitting up here to make sure that I can attend, because that support is something that we do. It's something that embodies us. It's who we are. And like you said, we've been there for everybody. I mean, we've been there for babies, we've been there for weddings, and we've even been there for funerals. You know, when my dad passed, you know, you guys reached out to me and said, you know, Lori, how are you doing? And I think Bond, because she stays close by to me, she said, Lori, well, you know, I want to come by. And I was like, well, I don't really want that, but we were there. So I think support it's essential. It's like having a marriage with no communication. It won't last. A friendship without support, it can't last.
Okay, so let's talk about something. Laughter. If we had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, how often are we laughing?
10.
Okay, guys, I am the jester. I am the one who everybody is always laughing at.
We laugh with you.
I want to tell you guys a quick little story. So I live with me, Chantanell, and Jamila, and I'm always the jokester. So I think I might have been going through something. So I was just real quiet. But I was quiet for like a few days, and everybody was like, "Are you okay?" I mean, they're like texting me, you know, asking my friends and everything. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you know, I can be quiet. And they were like, no, Lord, you're not quiet. You know, when you're quiet, something is wrong. But we laugh all the time. Like, we have good hearty laughs. Like laughs where you gotta clear your makeup underneath your eyes.
Right. So a milestone in our friendship, I think, is when we travel together.
I love that. I'm waiting to do another one.
I was just about to say. You remember when we was at the airport?
What did I do at the airport?
What did you do at the airport?
Listen, now I was popping up.
That part.
I'm nervous.
I don't like to fly, y'all know I don't like to fly. Every delay means let me pop another half of this. I need to know, you know, they only stalled because something wrong with that plane. Girl, we sitting there, Chantanell was like, do you want me to pray? Yes, please. Holy Jesus, she's praying on the door. Well, we sitting out in this one, Gucci passport. She was like, okay, I'll see you guys. We just went over answer. I'll see you when we go.
I upgraded my flight and I am in first class.
Right.
I think I'm when I get off the plane.
I'm like y'all in customs.
And this one is at the window like, oh my God. No, thank you. No. Like these two. But that was to me, that was showing we've grown.
I was about to say growth. Yeah.
We've grown.
And we were all okay with doing different things, and like I say, I was in the front, and nobody didn't get mad because I didn't want to sit.
And I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
So when you got girlfriends, right? So here's what I learned. Chantanell, you know how your Amex? Delta said, you like an Amex? I raised my hand. But Shauna explained the Amex, right?
Yeah.
The Delta Amex is when you fly,
And the points
you get your
system.
points.
Right.
You'll get your free bag.
Yeah.
They will
Alright.
help you with your international travel.
Alright.
Ma'am, I want my Amex. But
Well,
that
I'm
was
still on the Capital One Club right now, but I'm gonna get to Amex. Don't worry about that.
But Shauna taught us something on that trip, right? Because Shauna is our resident tourist. Shauna and her husband are always traveling. So
Yes.
I'm gonna tell this story. We would be in college in Borders, and all of the friends at the time would sit around, and that's funny because that's what I do, right? About journaling and writing out your goals and your dreams. And we would say what we wanted for our lives. My friend Shauna would sit at the edge of Lori's bed, because we had all certain places that we would sit.
She never had her side clean. Let her be.
Tell
Let the truth be told.
When that room on your head.
Let me put a pin in that. Lord, please forgive them. So they were out, and I invited a guy to the room, and I told him, this is my
That's Lori.
Lori's
She
side.
said the
I
messy
entertained
side
on,
was.
I
I would have come back.
But Shauna would sit in her designated spot, and Shauna would say, I'm going to marry a man who loves me. We're going to have, I think it was 4 children. Instead of 3. We were going to travel the world. And when all of our kids got their college degrees, we would just be living on the water, drinking mimosas.
Yeah.
So when we talk about manifestation, Shauna is living that life.
Correct. I say it all the time.
And I even told her, I happened to be downtown, and I said, Shauna, do you live close to the hotel? She's like, girl, yeah. And I said, we walked into her where she is now. I said, you are the Jeffersons. You have moved up and living in the sky, an apartment sky high in the sky. And here's the thing about that. We are so happy for her.
Right.
And that's what I think about. You want what's best for your friends.
Absolutely.
While you just said that, something just came to my mind. That's why our sisterhood thrives and survives.
Mhm.
Because we are not jealous
No.
of nary person.
Right.
You know, I'm like, hey, Shauna. When Shauna we commended her and went to her graduation for getting her a project management degree. Like, yes, like we're just always there for her.
absolutely.
And I think it's when you have those friendships that it's an unknown competition with, like,
Yeah.
That's
when
why
you
they don't
grow-
last.
Right. When
That's
you
why they
grow,
don't last.
you're like, because I'm not competing. I always tell people, if you gotta compete against your friends, those not your friends. Those not the people that you need to be with. Like,
I think for us, it's I want to see you.
Right.
Right.
I'm trying to help you get there.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
Like we know it's time for this one to get a house.
Right.
Yeah.
We gonna help you get there.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
This is what's going on. This is what we know. This is who we know. This is a program that's happening. Because if that's what you put it out in the atmosphere, it's our job.
Yeah.
Because I think if it would be a shame, and I think we did that unbeknownst to us 25 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to be here for you, whatever you need. Yes, Shauna, go. You know, I can never say, this is Baron, blah, blah, blah. And the question was, do you like him? I do. But then that's all that matters, right? Because we've all kissed the frog. We've all had that relationship that we thought that we wanted to work.
Right. What you thought was gonna be
What
the
you
one.
thought was going to be the
Yeah.
one, and it didn't. And
Yeah.
thanks be to God,
Right.
it was not.
That's right.
And it's the ones that we even went through the fire with and
Yeah.
came back glowing on the other side.
Yeah.
Because we can tell somebody what a bad relationship look
Yeah.
like.
Absolutely.
We can tell somebody what a good relationship look like.
Right.
We can say, like we say this amongst ourselves, divorce is not an option.
Right.
We gotta work it out.
Figure it out.
So what is it? You know, I had a conversation with Shauna recently. She was like, so we gonna get some counseling? You know what I'm saying? what we gonna do? Or Shauna's thing is how we gonna unpack that? Because at some point you gotta be, I think a friendship with a sister is, let's unpack it, and I trust you to unpack it.
Right.
It's not gonna leave this space.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not gonna leave us.
Right.
It's gonna stay here, and we're gonna pray about it. We're gonna think well of it. But if it's not good, what I appreciate about this friendship, Chantanell, you know you're wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not like, girl, he wrong,
Right.
he wrong, he
No.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
what's your party?
What did Vaughn? So what did you do, Nate?
That's one thing about Shauna. Shauna will laugh at you. Okay, now
So what you do?
she will laugh, and as soon as that laugh is gone, now what are we gonna do? What is your plan? What is your plan for this?
Yeah. And I think for us, as we go into the next level of our friendship, right? So what does that look like for you?
Going to Dubai.
Yes, we're starting traveling, you know, going to Dubai, getting some real estate property, right.
Maybe we should start an LLC.
Right, you should. Yeah,
I
we
think we
should.
should. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't say the name.
We can't say that
We
yet.
can't say the name.
So
You want it planned.
so you want to travel more?
I want to travel more too.
You
We're
wanna
gonna
travel?
get married and travel more.
We
and
gonna
so
get you
you got
married.
all the above.
Yeah, we're gonna get you married, Mom. We're gonna just to say.
What you want to do, Sean?
Retirement is
That's
in our close future, real close, really close. So whenever, and I say our because my husband is retiring and I plan to retire too.
And you are what? Empty nester.
Yeah, we are empty nesters, so travel, see the world. We were planning this morning, we're going to Thailand in February, so we're kind of doing all the details, doing our research and all that. But definitely travel, see the world. There's a lot of world to be seen.
Yes.
A lot of world to be seen.
And I think there has to be something to say about traveling with someone that you like and you admire.
That you
There's
enjoy
nothing
being
like
with, yeah.
creating new
Absolutely.
experiences or creating memories with someone that you love and feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like when we went on our trip, I'm saying me and Chantanell would go back to our room and would laugh all night long. We'd wake up in the morning time to go get our coffee and get our breakfast together. And
What was she eating?
What was Chantanell eating every
Ice
day?
cream.
The ice
Some
cream.
ice cream or is it donut?
Eat pastries.
Yeah, the pastries.
I just say
This is
It was pineapple juice, watermelon juice, cantaloupe juice. It was juice. I was in it. And here the killer. And I brought packed a little Danish in my suitcase. Didn't even realize it. When I opened the bag, I was like, this is a sweet treat.
another one tonight. Go sleep saying that then.
I
I'm always
stayed there.
stuck with the early bird, but I Shauna's always like to go sleep early.
Shauna, you
And she's like,
Ah.
oh my God, she's like, you up? I was like, no.
You up?
You
So
up?
I asked Shauna, I said, Shauna, okay, Grinch playing my 50th, and I'm gonna do this. And Shauna was like, oh, I said, Shauna, but I don't wanna do all that. I just wanna go to the spa. I don't know what to do.
That ain't what I want.
Okay, so we know what we want for the future.
What do you want?
What I want is to be doing a lot more of this.
Okay. Okay.
We laughed about it one time when we were together, when we talked about girls trip, to be able to have these conferences and knowing that you guys are going to be there for me.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see motivational journal living impact those who look at it, to see Black women, career-minded, family-minded, God-minded, Christ-minded, forward-thinking, putting things out in the atmosphere and seeing them come to pass. That's what I want to see. And nothing more when I come up off that stage and I walk into that green room and my girls are back there with me. Right? Because that you guys helped get me there.
Right.
When it was the tough times, when it was like, I don't know if I could really do this. Lori got a chance to see me host a class, and she was like, this is where you should be.
That's your line.
And getting in your lane is important. And it's also important for your friends to say, you in your right lane.
Right.
And you know, for me, I felt like, I think I said it before, there were times that I felt like I wasn't my best self.
Okay.
There were times that I was more into people pleasing. There were times when I felt like I didn't like me and that I wasn't likable. But I never got that from y'all. If there's ever a time that I reached out and said, the weight loss, or like I would say to Lori, I just don't feel pretty. Why would you say that about yourself? You know what I'm saying? But it was where I was.
Right.
But it wasn't like, I ain't fooling with her. You know what I mean? It was never that. It was, we gonna love you through it. And that's what, you know, who is it, Jerry, in the Bible? Was it Elizabeth and Mary? Though they were cousins, they were friends. And when they came together, the babies leaped. You guys make my baby leap when I come with my dreams. There's never been a time that I haven't thrown something out there. Okay, Chantanell. Well, Shauna will be like, how do we support you? Even with motivational bling, Shauna will be like, oh, let me show my people my pen.
Let me afford it.
You know what I'm saying? Or Vaughn, hey, I want my journal delivered because I want pictures on the website. And Lori ordering them from whoever.
Pre-ordering
You know what I'm saying? You know, that type of support, I don't know if everybody has that.
I'm certain that they don't, and for the people that don't have that, they're missing out. Because like I keep saying, and I will continue to say throughout this podcast, your sister is there for you. I mean, it's like when you have a blood sister, she's always there for you. But your girlfriend sister, she's just like that. She's always there for you. She stands in the gap for you all the time, and she supports you in everything you do, in your dreams and your visions. And one of the things that I have learned to appreciate now is with my circle of friends, there's power in a praying friend. And me and Chantanell have had some conversation in between tongues and scriptures, but you know, it's just like we just open the floodgates of all the blessings that God has, and we just pour that. And a pure heart and a praying friend, I mean, that's a lifetime.
Yeah. Okay, so before we close out, who is always on time?
Shauna.
Except for today. I won that award, you guys.
Who was always late?
Lori and Chantanell. No, I think Chantanell, you take that.
They tied.
I think y'all tied because I will be gracefully, like 5 or 10 minutes. You like, I'm gonna be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
One I get lost.
I'm coming though. Right, that's what she loves to say. I'm almost there meaning add another 15.
Right, almost. I just got in the car.
Right, that's her almost. I just got in the car, yeah.
Who was the most ambitious?
Shauna.
Shauna.
Of course.
I'm thinking of swirl. Who is the most humble? I say
me.
Fine.
I'm
I
very humble.
say Vaughn. The most loving.
I think we're equal.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think that's equal.
Who makes each other think the most?
Chantanell.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, that's up.
Yeah.
I didn't think that.
You
I was
didn't
gonna
see
say
that?
you.
You made me think, so I guess
I'll say you.
What do you want for us?
I want us to I want us to keep doing what we're doing. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep being our true selves. Keep showing up for each other. And that's it. And we 25 years here. 25 years from now, we'll be sitting around. We should do a follow-up in 25 years.
Okay.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just keep being our true selves and keep showing up for each other. And we'll be good. Because that's what we've done.
That's what
for
we've
the last
done.
25 years.
Yeah.
And that was genuine.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like we didn't have to work at it. It's
That,
just who you are.
now
Yeah.
that was something. There are some people say they have to work at friendship.
Yeah, no,
We
that's
didn't
not
have to do this. We didn't have to work that hard.
No.
We didn't.
Uh-uh.
I think we worked hard, but we were just being who we are. Like Ron said, authentic. So what do you want for us?
I want to see us all win and whatever it is that we want. Like you always talk about motivational journaling. I want to see you like over it. You are, having symposiums and conferences and, motivational journaling is a table, as a book table. Everybody is into that. I want to see Vaughn get married. I want to see Vaughn. I don't want to see Vaughn get married because society says that. I want to see Vaughn get married because sometimes I worry about her having someone to lighten her load. That's my only reason.
What load you want to take?
No,
I'm about dog food.
You about dog food?
I just want her to have some companionship. And for Shauna, I want Shauna to retire and do what she needs to do.
So we don't go get
Yeah, right, yes.
Right.
Like,
I want that.
give us somebody to
That's
ask
like,
us.
Hey, girl.
I want to free to send me a ticket, girl.
Right. Room is ready for you.
Yeah.
I just want us to keep doing what we do. I mean, laugh and love on each other and support each other. It just feels good. If the people outside could just feel the love and the genuineness in this room. There's no air, there's no anything. We weren't paid to do this. I just
Sure didn't get the questions before.
Right.
So, there were no questions before. That was done on purpose because I wanted it to be authentic. I wanted to know their thoughts about it. So, Vaughn, what do you want for us?
I'm going to piggyback on Lori. I want us to win, but also the ones in our lives to win. Like, I want to see our kids graduate and do what they want to do and witness that. Because I feel like those are my babies too. Like, oh my gosh, I got a bunch of kids, right?
Yeah.
So, just everybody.
Right.
Look at this one. But definitely.
I want for Shauna to have everything that she stated, because it gives me great joy to know that we saw that.
Yeah.
From Cochran 314 to today. I too want Vaughn to find someone or somebody to find her that's gonna love her and care for her. Yes.
Not only love and care for her, but love and care for her
Children.
children.
There you go.
More
That's
than
Yes.
they love and care for themselves.
That's
Because that
correct.
was one of the things I said whenever with my prayer
You
for
did the
my
jackpot.
with my
Yes.
prayer, I was like, I want somebody that is gonna love me, but not only love me, I had a son. So
Mhm.
they need to love my son just like he was his own.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And he does. And he does.
absolutely does.
Because he had that shirt on.
Hell yes.
Morgan State. One left college and one going in.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want Shauna to have all of that, because when I say it, and Lori can attest, I talk about manifestation and putting in the work. And some things you just don't put in the work in, you just trust and believe it's gonna be. And that was Shauna. I want that for Vaughn, what Shauna said, but I want Vaughn to be able, when her girls are gone, to have companionship,
Right.
because that's coming.
Yes.
It is. I only got one more.
For Lori, and we didn't talk about this, and we'll talk about it, the life be life in. For Lori, I want Lori to find and have that peace when the world is swarming around. You know, the transition of caring for a parent, caretaker, that's new for us.
Yeah.
And that's supporting her
Yeah.
through caring for the loss of a parent, caring for a parent, cultivating a marriage that's still new. I think anything under 20 years is still
Well,
new.
girl, we babies.
And co-parenting well,
Yeah.
but also living the career dreams that she wants. That's what I want for Lori. And I know we will have it. And I know there will be another trip where we'll be able to sleep in and let Shauna go early, and let Vaughn go with Shauna.
Look, I know me with
We gotta do it.
that.
Vaughn
Me
go
and
with
Shauna
Shauna.
be like,
And me and Lori will stay, because I'm ordering room service.
I was gonna say, yeah, me and Chantanell like, we not going to breakfast. This one I was like, Shauna was like, breakfast at 8, 7. Yeah, it's at 8:30 to me. I was driving here at 8, and me and Chantanell like, oh, we might not be getting breakfast.
No, here it is. You tell her.
But it didn't. Ron, y'all ready? Right. I'm like, y'all,
Girl, we got 15 minutes.
Shauna already got the table, y'all. She already downstairs. We coming.
But this is my tribe. This is when times get tough. This is who I'm calling. This is who I ask to support me. This is who I ask to pray for me. This is who I ask to show up at ministry functions. This is who I ask to show up at motivational trial living functions. These ladies. There are some more. There are the Latrices of the world. There are the Damarises of the world. There are the women of excellence of the world. There are the lemonade women of the world. There are these. But when you talk about, I gotta talk this through. I gotta pray this through. I gotta see this through. This is what it looks like. And I think we are an example for the next generation,
Right.
that don't know how to be friends. And if they could sit and see us in these times, they would have a great idea that it can happen for 25 years. And in 25 more, we'll be doing this. And if I'm in a home, y'all make sure. Y'all check on me. Send the children to come check my auntie now. But this is what it looks like. And I'm godly grateful to have each of you in my life. And I just want to say thank you.
I love you, ladies.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
And to the motivators, I have given you a glimpse of what 25 years of friendship looks like. And we cannot wait to see you again in another 25. And we love you and thank you for joining the Motivate Her podcast. Remember to subscribe, remember to like and share, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you for joining the Motivate Her podcast with Chantanell.